Our next category for the evening is the storyteller. Our communicators of the year have tended to come from large enterprises. Given the supersized role that small businesses played in 2020, we're delighted to honor Hum Nutrition and its co-founder and CEO, Walter Falstrow. A small growing company with a great leader and a great big heart. This year's storyteller created engaging and deeply emotional narratives, promoting diversity, equality, and inclusivity. To introduce Walter, please welcome Michael Mendenhall, SVP and Chief Marketing Officer and Chief Communications Officer of TriNet. Michael?
Thank you, Victoria, and good evening, everyone. The ability really to effectively communicate a relevant and authentic story about what matters most has never been more critical than it is today. I'm proud to serve as TriNet's SVP, Chief Marketing Officer, and Chief Communications Officer at TriNet, where we are proud to provide 19,000 hardworking small to medium-sized businesses with great HR solutions and outsourcing that will help power their businesses. Over the course of more than 30 years of existence, we've had a unique window into the challenges business face, as well as the really unparalleled opportunity entrepreneurs create for the American people through their innovation, invention, and the way they improve our lives as individuals, as communities, and as a nation. And we're here to celebrate those successes and appreciate and applaud their incredible stories and stories that they have to share with the world. This year's recipient of the Storyteller Award has a very important story to tell. As a successful serial entrepreneur, it would be very easy for this award winner in today's climate to just focus on business mechanics and the bottom line. But at a time when it mattered most, he refused to sit on the sidelines during the heightened societal changes taking place that are impacting his employees, his customers, the community, and himself. And he chose to take a stand, pull up, and effectively stand up and authentically communicate for that. So we are very proud to support this distinguished award. Please join me in welcoming this year's recipient, Walter Falstrow, Chief Executive Officer and co-founder of Hum Nutrition. Walter, first, a big congratulations on the ANA Storyteller Award.
Thank you, Michael, for the introduction, and thank you for the ANA Award. I mean, I can't tell you how delighted we are as a company to have received this prestigious award. And from the bottom of my heart, we are truly delighted and touched that our work during the Black Lives Matter movement has been recognized by an external organization. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. You know, Hum Nutrition, you develop sort of nutritional supplements that help people achieve beauty and lifestyle goals. And in fact, your tagline is "Beauty starts from within." A very interesting tagline for a moment in time that it could be so relevant. Can you talk a little bit about that campaign or that concept?
Absolutely. From day one, we really wanted to communicate to our customers that beauty is nothing external. It's really within you, and it's a question of nurturing that, and it's a question of supporting that. We make nutritional supplements, but when we talk about beauty starting from within, it also comes to your psychology, how you feel about yourself. So when last year's events happened, change also starts from within. It's not like something you can just have happen from the outside. We want to be part of positive change in the world, which is why we decided to participate with our communication during such important events. So our tagline, while it was meant to really speak about beauty to begin with, but really wanted to talk about change as well. And whatever we tell our customers, we want to lead by example, which is why we decided to communicate during these really, really difficult times.
Well, can you tell us how that then resulted in the campaign around Black Lives Matter and that movement? And certainly with all small to medium-sized businesses and also enterprise businesses, the idea of diversity, equity, and inclusion, and how important that message has become today?
It's absolutely critical. And I think it's important to note that for us, diversity and inclusion wasn't something we wanted to speak about suddenly. That was like ingrained in our DNA. When we started Hum in 2012, we decided our company values need to be defined very early on. And diversity, and as a result, inclusion was part of that. And fast forward a few years, we'll have an incredible diverse organization that we're really proud of, but that was really an effort that was years in the making. So when it came to talk about it, it was something very authentic, very organic to us, because this is something we truly believed in from day one.
Well, that's terrific. Internally, you also had a lot of conversations around the idea of participating in pull up or shut up.
Correct.
Can you talk to us about how that came about and how that interfaced with your marketing and communications?
Yeah, so there were like two phases to it. So first of all, people wanted to know where we stood within the organization. Immediately they came out, hey, where are we? Aren't we participating in this conversation as a brand? Like, where are we standing in regards to Black Lives Matter? And we decided very quickly to be part of it because it's something we truly believe in. Employees came to me, I would say within 24 hours, friends came to me, use your platform to the greater good of society, which we decided to do over the weekend. So these things happened so quickly. I can't even tell you, it was a Friday when the conversation started. And then over the weekend, we said, let's do it. And on Monday, the communications came out. And you as a communication professional know how quickly things evolve. And we just felt very strongly about it. And I felt we owed it to our employees internally as well, to really speak about this. So this is how it started. And then a few days later, because a lot of brands decided to talk about it, the pull up or shut up hashtag started trending. And what it was about was to really share your internal data and the internal efforts you're taking as an organization to really say, where are you in this one? Are you just talking about diversity, or are you actively doing something about diversity? And we just shared our data and let our audience decide, is this good enough, or are there other things that we need to do? And obviously, this is not a one done and for all, but this is something that will be ongoingly optimized. So this is how this all happened, and the reception, as you can imagine, not everybody loved what we're doing, but it was generally very, very positive. I think most people really respected how transparent we were. That we spoke openly about it, and what we actually had done to date. But that doesn't mean this is the end of the journey. This is an ongoing process for us that will continue to happen.
I mean, I believe that's so important because, companies across the world are so concerned that, you have this moment in time that became a pinnacle for sort of social and societal change. And so much of this could be pushed off as theatrical. And brands were very cautious, at least some of them, about not looking like that this was the theatrical moment. It sounds like at Hum Nutrition, this was embodied in your culture from the beginning, but then you started to participate in Pull Up, Shut Up, Black Lives Matter. Is this something that you will continue in some way, shape, or form?
Absolutely. I think these issues are so big. They're not just the one and we're done. This is something we'll need to work towards to hopefully one day we'll have racial justice. But in the meantime, we all have to do our part to participate in it and ask ourselves, what can we do actively to be part of this and to contribute to positive change? So that means internal conversations, education, internally and externally, and programs that you support and believe in to really contribute to that change when it comes to diversity and inclusion.
Perfect. I have one last question I have to ask. This is the ANA. So I want to ask an advertising question. How did your communication and advertising change relative to sort of this moment in time, COVID-19, the societal changes? What did you do as a company relative to this period?
Yeah, I think the key here was so much happened in the world, and there are moments when you want to communicate, and there are moments when you want to be silent as well. And there were literally we felt certain days, let's pull our advertising, stop, so other people can speak about what they need to speak about and really give our platform a pause so other platforms can rise. That was important. So your communication has to be really not just be right and you want to associate yourself with the right media partners, but also you want to know when to communicate and when not. And sometimes there are moments when silence is better. And we were very mindful of that, and continue to do so, because I think we're not done with this yet. There's much more to be done. But having said all that, I think being mindful of your audience, where the world is, and having your finger on the pulse is really key. And that's how we navigate these things.
Well, Walter, we certainly look forward to seeing how this campaign and your company evolves through the next several years. We wish you much success. You should certainly try their products. They're pretty awesome. I am a customer. Walter, again, congratulations on the ANA Storyteller Award. Certainly so well deserved. I think that's all we have now, Victoria, so I'm going to throw it back to you.